Hey there, everyone. My name is Some White Guy, and welcome to my channel. So, today I want to explain some things. This video is titled, PSA Dating Part 1. Alright, once again, I'm 21 years old, I live in the South, and personally, I've chosen to stay single for a year. So, here's a story. This is basically a PSA to women on just don't screw over people, because recently this is what happened in my life. Where to begin? Okay. Basically, I had an old friend come back into my life recently, alright? And this individual, just recently, she broke up with her boyfriend, who was a Scottish veteran. As in, he served for the UN, he became an American citizen, and he is currently going under physical therapy and things like that. Good for him. Wish him best of luck. So, anyways, this individual, she broke up with him, and overall, she started playing the field a little bit, and that's fine. That's totally within her right. So, basically, since I've known her for about 2 years now, and she's known about a few things that I've known about, or that I've gone through in my life, including the reason why I've chosen to be single, she starts flirting with me. And I'm like, okay, well, if I should trust anyone, it's you, since you've known me for a good minute, and, blah, 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 blah. So we hit it off, alright? Words were said, everyone's happy. So then, as I'm messaging my friend, who she has been saying shit about for, I want to say the last year or so, because this guy, let's call him Kevin. That's not his real name, but let's call him Kevin. Now, Kevin, he believes that he's the Archangel Uriel. He believes that he is otherkin. He sees people as mortals, as if he's above them. He's very narcissistic, but personally, I think he's just mentally ill. And I've actually just been here on the sidelines, wishing him the best, encouraging him to get his life together. Because this individual, he is a drug addict. And why do I associate myself with drug addicts? Because they're still people too, and they still need support. And that's just me. I try to help if it's asked for. So, anyways, Kevin, Uriel, whatever you want to call him, Kevin starts telling me that this girl is also flirting with him, and apparently they've exchanged nudes, and how they're gonna meet up and fuck, and he's telling me all these details. I'm like, you sure about that? What did she say specifically? Because I'm curious. And so I confront her, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Because you told me that I was the only one that you wanted. And she basically sits there and says, yeah, I mean, I'm single, so therefore I don't belong to anybody. I'm like, I'm not saying you belong to me. I just want to know what's up. I want to know if you're interested in other people, so I don't get my hopes up, And I'm going to read off the actual messages. Verbatim. She's like, yeah, I've liked him since the very start. He's adorable. Let's see. Basically, in Uriel, he's a basket case. So she's like, yeah, I'll look out for him. Thanks for the warning. Blah blah blah. I'm like, no, what's going on? And sorry, this is not scripted, so I'm just rambling and just trying to be cohesive with that, if that's a word, or if I'm using it properly. I don't know. She says this. I mean, we are not together or anything, and I'm not single. I'm not trying to obligate to anyone. But okay, sorry about the miscommunication. It's not a and then I reply with, it's not a miscommunication if you flat out refuse to tell somebody if you like them or not, or if you want to be with them or not. I mean, to be honest, we're all adults here, so do you actually want to be with me or with him, or are you just doing it because you're bored and you just want attention? Because that's kind of how it's coming off right now. She replies with, I'm sorry you feel that way. Oh my. I can see how you can get hurt by that. I'm very sorry. Apparently I did not know the level of seriousness with this. I'm very sorry for that. And I'm like, you know what? Just don't worry about it, because personally this isn't the first time I've ran into bullcrap like this, where people are at first lying to me and then making up excuses when I've confronted them. And he even messaged me. He's like, "Hey man, I fucking hate you. She told me everything." I'm like, "Hey man, she played us both. So I mean, I know what to tell you." So I'm just letting you know. But I backed off because I thought you two wanted to be together. So then I was talking to him, and apparently she blocked us both because he confronted her then. And I'm like, so I actually have her number. And I was like, hey, why did you block me? Because I'm taking time to myself, or what's going on? I don't want to cause you much trouble, so much that you had to feel like you had to block me. Which is why I gave you space. And she's like, everyone was freaking out on me, including Kevin. So I started to block everybody who was going to give me a hard time. Kevin threw a huge fit this morning, and now I'm seriously freaking out. And I'm like, well, I didn't freak out. I didn't chew you out. I just told you how I felt. I just told you that I was hurt and what all I just wanted. I just wanted a little bit of communication. That's all. She's like, okay, well, right now I'm at my therapist, so, blah, 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 blah. She keeps on texting me. I really don't think she's at a therapist or anything. I think she just wants to avoid the conversation. She's like, no, I didn't get the memo. That was when I was talking to someone. When they're flirting with me, when I flirt with them, that means that they own me. I'm very oblivious. I'm like, no, it doesn't mean that someone owns you. But if you sit here and flirt with somebody and try to make plans with that person, and say sweet nothings to them, and promise them a relationship later down the road, then yes, it is lying. It is being unfaithful. Now, if you straight up say, hey, I'm going to be hedonistic and do whatever gives me pleasure, and I'm just going to do whatever I want, sure, yeah, you can do that. Just be upfront about it. And she says, I agree. Sorry about that. I was at my therapist. I didn't want to lead them on. I flirt with people when I'm single. I'm not obligated to anyone. Miscommunication errors suck, I guess. Next time, I got to be more direct. I apologize for that. And so basically, she just ignored everything I just said. She just said, I flirt with everyone that I want to when I'm single, and you can't tell me what to do because I'm not obligated to anyone. When I'm talking about morals of just proper courting etiquette. Okay? Let's see. So basically, she sends me a text saying, I'm not your enemy. That is all. And then she did asterisk blocks, asterisk, saying that she blocked me. And I know she didn't. So I'm like, I know you aren't my enemy. Why are you trying to say that you blocked me? So I called her, left her a voicemail. I'm like, honestly, if you're cutting off ties because you cannot handle your own business, first off, that's extremely childish. And overall, you have lost all my respect. Because unlike acting like an adult and heading forth with fixing the problem that you created, you are instead blocking people and just shutting people out when all they're asking for is just a little bit of communication. So this is her reply to that hours later. You're saying you're my problem? Not at all. I'm not running away from my problems, just cutting off unhealthy people in my life. Let's think realistically. We're probably never gonna meet in real life anyway, because I don't feel like it. What is the point of keeping a friendship like this and accidentally hurting one another? I saw your post yesterday. Quote, I'm a little bit disappointed right now in someone, but, life goes on, quote. Which is what I said, I was just like, a little bit disappointed, but life goes on. I'm sorry your feelings got hurt, I really am. I'm just not going to add fuel to the fire, man. I don't hate you, but let's move on from each other, have a good and healthy life. There's no reason to continue this conversation or anything any longer. I'm sorry that I overreacted on you. Getting tired of people assuming my intentions when they don't even know me at all. So take care, dude. Not here to fight or argue. Let's leave bygones as bygones and drop this. Take care. Bye. So I left her response before I blocked her number. I said, okay, well, thanks for using me, and Carl, whatever I said his name was. But yeah, thanks for using us. Hopefully you got what you wanted. And I told you I was going to be in your town around next month due to my own family business. So we already established that we were going to actually meet each other. So despite all that fact and evidence, you don't care. But the fact that you yourself are creating these unhealthy relationships, I can see why so many people have beef with you on a daily basis where you tell me about it. And that's why you befriended, and some people might hate me for this, by the way, as a side note, she befriended autistic feminists so that way she can feel better about herself, and then she ended up pissing them off because she feels better than them. So she actually asked me to go over there and troll them. This actually happened on Facebook, so. But anyways, this is why you befriended those autistic feminists and treated them so poorly. You cut ties whenever life gets hard or you fuck up. This is you running from your own problems. Poison attracts poison. Good luck with lying. By the way, don't contact me any further since you only care about yourself and you don't care about anyone else's feelings or needs. So, beyond that, I haven't had any contact with her. I blocked her number. And I apologize if you're still here with me, listening to this video. I don't want to come off as whiny, but overall, if you can understand my mumblings and incoherent ramblings, once again, she basically sat here, lied to me, lied to Carl, Uriel, whatever you want to call him. Let's just keep him as Uriel. He lied to me, lied to Uriel, and I know who else that she might have been flirting with. She received some nudes from some people, and she tried to get some from me, but I said no, and she got mad at me for that. And when she was caught, she sat here and said, "Oh, well, I shouldn't have to explain myself because I'm not obligated to anyone." Okay, well, if you're gonna sit here and say sweet nothings to me, tell me what's up, because I thought you were sitting here wanting to actually be a part of my life even further. And the same thing could be said with the other men she had flirted with. And so when I said, hey, this is what you're doing, big picture, this is what you're doing. She basically said, I don't care. I'm not obligated to anyone. I'm single, so fuck off. So, which is well in her right, and so I respect her wishes, which is why I told her, don't contact me again, because you are extremely toxic. And I apologize if that really comes off as petty, but as you guys hear more and more about my life, basically having people that I can count on is very hard. I had a very hard upbringing when it comes down to family and friends and even relationships. And when someone sits here and gets your hopes up and sits here and breaks other hearts and doesn't even bat an eyelash over it, it shows their true colors, that they are egocentric, and in a lack of better words. And it kind of makes you thankful that you find this out about that person before anything got serious. But being their friend for so long, you want to sit here and say, hey, you're being an asshole. I want to give you that respect that I tried to talk to you about it. And unfortunately, it's not going to work out between us. So, life moves on. So anyways, if you guys like this, let me know in the comments. But yeah, if you want me to redo this video, please let me know, because all this was sloppy. It was just last minute. And honestly, I really don't have an excuse for that. I was just trying to ramble on. So thank you for watching so much. I don't know if I already said that, but yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And hopefully I'm going to be doing a video about privilege and also transgender issues. If you have any suggestions or any specific topics you want me to hit up in those videos, let me know now. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.